Do you remember the show Cat in the Hat? Not the books, but not that terrible movie. I meant the Tiny Pop show Cat in the Hat. It's kind of new, and my little cousin likes it. Well, there was a pretty fucked up episode that wasn't aired. Tiny Pop was hacked that night. And I'm going to tell you why I was scarred for life. And I would click off this video for you, because this will fucking ruin your life. Just me. You know what to know. That night, I was sitting in the seat, lying. That night. My sister was watching Cat in the Hat, the show, Tiny Pop. 10 minutes later, her mother came and she said that she had to go home, and I said goodbye to my little cousin, and she went. I was about to go on Fox to watch Family Guy until something weird happened. Tiny Pop went black, and a narrator came, said next on Tiny Pop, Cat in the Hat. But he sounded not like one of them fake cartoon voices from shows, but like this. Next on Tiny Pop, Cat in the Hat. He sounded more like a frustrated and depressed man instead of a happy, joyful person. The scream was still black. It was the same intro for the Tiny Pop Cat in the Hat, but Conrad's face was removed. Or Sally's face. They didn't have faces at all. It was pretty disturbing. I said, why they didn't have faces? This was just weird. Until the Cat in the Hat appeared, and he had black circles in his eyes. He looked like he never slept for 5 months. And then screams and screams happened this time. And I was terrified now. I just said to myself, what the fuck is wrong with this episode? And then it started. The episode started eventually. It all started with Sally. Sally in the room. Depressed, she looked like. She had dark circles in her eyes. She threw her TV into the wall and smashed it. She threw her toys. And it was just weird. Conrad came in and said, Sally, get ready. Cat in the Hat's gonna be here soon, she said. Sally said, who gives a fuck about Cat in the Hat anyway? I didn't like him ever. I just pretended. Okay, Conrad, you have to stop visiting that pedophile. He's just a weirdo who likes taking children away, she said. Conrad said, that's not true. Cat in the Hat would never do that. Now shut the fuck up, Sally, and get your clothes on, she said. And he says, look at you, Sally. You look like a zombie. You won't get up. You're breaking your goddamn fence. And it's just horrible, he said. Sally took something, a toy, and threw it at his face. He punched her in the face and ran out. Conrad was in a really bad mood for Sally. Sally screamed in an angry tone, and then Cat in the Hat appeared weirdly. I don't know how we got there. He said to Conrad, hello, Conrad. Are you coming for our adventures? He said. Conrad said, Sally doesn't like you, and she called you a pedophile. And Cat in the Hat didn't look happy. His face was gone. It was weird. His face just didn't went back. with dark. He said this. He said to stay here, Conrad. That's what he said. He walked in the room. Conrad was waiting. He was stomping his feet to wait. Cat was walking slowly into realistic breathing. And then the fish was on. Then he seen the fish. The fish said, "You better not be doing your weird shit, Cat. I am fed up with this crap. You always sneak Conrad and Sally and give them weird drugs. Why do you give them drugs, eh? Eh? You give them drugs and fuck them up. And pretend and they think they're actually there, but they're not. You're just a horrible cat who gives children drugs. I'm sick of you." I was disturbed. Tablets he was given. The fish jumped and grabbed his pocket and took a bunch of drugs out. "Is this what you're feeding the children with? How fucking sick are you, Cat? He said. Cat was angry. He picked up the bowl and smashed on the floor. Fish was dying. He couldn't breathe. He was suffocating with no breath for water. Cat in the Hat picked him up. They went to their kitchen and put the fish in the microwave and cooked him up. He exploded into pieces. I felt revolted. Cat in the Hat said, "No one messes with Cat in the Hat," in a raspy, disturbing voice. He walked up slowly to Sally's room. I went to assume where Conrad was still doing that, repeating, until Conrad walked in and said, "What's keeping Sally and Cat in the Hat? Maybe Sally's in her goddamn moods again," Conrad said. He walked up the stairs until you see Cat in the Hat beating up Sally. Conrad said, "What the fuck are you doing, Cat in the Hat? That's my sister." He seen on the floor a pack of drugs and the fish's bowl smashed. He said, "What the fuck is going on?" Cat in the Hat said, "I can explain." He says, "Have you been drugging us or something?" Conrad said, "Sally, she knew." Cat in the Hat, "Come on, Cat in the Hat, shut the hell up. Conrad, you have to get out of here. Cat in the Hat is a rapist. He beat me up, and he's gonna go for you next." Cat in the Hat got really angry. He took a revolver out of his pocket, and I was scared. He hit her with the revolver in the face. She was knocked out. Oh God, blood on her face. I felt sick. Cat in the Hat said, "You shut the hell up, you bitch," he said. He says, "Come on, Conrad, we can go on adventures. We'll take Sally." Conrad screamed for his life with Cat in the Hat shot around, realistic gunshot. And he says, "Oh fuck," in a big angry tone. He grabbed Sally and walked downstairs to the garden. So Conrad was stupid. Why didn't he went to the front yard? He went to the backyard. And he just standed there. He didn't know what to do. Cat in the Hat got outside eventually. He shot Conrad's leg. Blood, bursting with blood came out. He screamed in agony. And he says, "Come on, join me, or Sally dies," in a laughing tone. Conrad didn't do anything. He just cried still. He shot Sally in the face and her head blew off. mutilated brains went in Cat in the Hat's face. And he said, "That didn't supposed to happen. That was your fault, Conrad. It was your fault that Sally had to die. I had to shoot her. Oh God, this is your fault. If you listened to me, Sally wouldn't be dead. Huh? Huh?" Conrad picked up a brick and hit it in the face of Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat screamed. He was crawling for help and screaming for help. Cat in the Hat picked up the gun and shot Conrad in the back. He was screaming, he was still alive. I felt sick. Shot Conrad again. And shot him again. And shot him again. And Cat in the Hat was out of bullets. He threw the gun in Conrad's face. The blood bursting bullet holes. Oh man. He was crying. He was crying so much. It was just disturbing. He said, "Conrad, Sally, that didn't need to happen. If you just listened to me, and if the fish listened to me, I didn't need to kill Fish, Conrad, Sally, and Twin 1 and 2. Them little sneaky little bastards knew I was doing something. I had to kill them as well." He cried in depression. He cried in depression a lot. I went in the backyard of the car, took a fuel tank. I went back in the kitchen and took some cigarettes. He opened up the cigarette pack and found a lighter. He took it out of the fags. He took the lighter with him. He put fuel all over his body and cried, struggling to light up the lighter. He lighted it up and put it to his face. You heard him screaming in agony while he was burnt alive. He was burning to death. And it showed pictures of all the dead bodies. Fish's mutilated body blew up in the microwave. Sally's head blown off. Conrad's body shot to death. And Twin 1 number 2, his head's inside Cat in the Hat's car. Everyone was dead. Cat in the Hat was still screaming and burnt alive. And it blanked. And I went back on screen and you found the body of the burnt crust Cat in the Hat. The episode ended. I vomited inside my kitchen. I went to my kitchen and vomited. I couldn't take that. I looked at TV, just the signs for more of that Cat in the Hat stump. And it just turned to Bob. Ugh. It just turned to normal. The episode was the end. I reported this to Tiny Pop, and they said some maniac came in here last night in Tiny Pop, knocked out our guards, and hacked Tiny Pop. What sick bastard would air this episode? A hacker done this. He hacked the Tiny Pop radio station and added that episode in. A lot of people seen it well and they reported it. It still actually airs, and no one can stop the episode from airing. It airs every 1 AM. So kids, whoever is watching this, do not watch Tiny Pop at 1 AM. The Cat in the Hat will get you. And his episode will appear at 1 AM. And I seen the episode. I was scarred for life for 2 days and eventually snapped out of it. Whoever was watching this, do not watch Tiny Pop at 1 AM.